Well, I first met the Stoma team back in June of last year, following complications with the chemo that I was on, and it was decided that I have to have a stoma fitted as a matter of urgency.
I had a rare appendix tumour, and where my bowels had been sitting on it, it dissolved and disintegrated it. So they had to remove, and he says, "You've got a bag now."
The Stoma team have been brilliant, and I will mention Tricia in the office because she has been particularly helpful, and she's always been my first line of contact. That I phoned her up, told her what I need, and she's been able to point me in the right direction.
But the Stoma nurses used to come regularly because I used to phone up and say, "Oh, this is hurting, that's bleeding," getting really panicky. But whatever I asked, they had the right answer, and they just knew it inside out. They've obviously had the experience, and they knew exactly what they were doing.
They're always there. I know that I can contact them if I need to. They never make me feel stupid.
They took it that extra mile. They would spend that 5 minutes with me. And at the time, because I didn't have nobody with me, it was a godsend. I was actually looking forward to their visits just to make me feel okay.
It is a mucky situation, and as such, they never make me feel bad, and they always give me advice when I'm on chemo.
But as soon as I walk in there, it's like it's familiar, it's like home. And they always take time to ask me not only how I am, how I'm getting on at work, what difficulties I'm encountering, and I can speak to them freely, and we can actually laugh at it.
They just make it normal. They don't make me feel bad, because it is something that could make you feel, if you didn't get the support, could make you feel quite bad.
And I'm very open about it, and it's saved my life. So I've got a few more years with my family, and now it's become second nature, and that's all because of the girls. You know, that they're accepting and guiding me. They was actually holding my hand, if you like, figure of speech. That's how I felt. I felt supported, cared for, listened to. Because often you go and you say, and people don't listen to what you actually say. So their skills and you can see it's a vocation from their heart. There's just no way, you know. So I'm very proud of them, and I'm very pleased to where they've brought me, you know.
And Mr. Cutting said to me, "No easy way of telling you this, you've got cancer." So that was the start of the journey. And I did. I went away from that and thought, wow, you know, thought about my own immortality and everything you do. And then I just got this attitude. I thought, right, I'm going to fight this.
I was diagnosed in January 2024 with prostate cancer, and having had a CT scan to confirm this, I was put on a program for treatment in June or July this year. And as a part of that program, I received information and was contacted by the prehab team.
And then you start on this journey, particularly with the treatment, like chemotherapy and all that. And it's like, I suppose the best way is like a mountaineer going up Mount Everest or something. It's an hard slog. And being referred to Cancer Prehabilitation has been really good, because it's like, it's taking your mind off the treatment, it's taking your mind off the cancer, and it's also a bit of fun as well, because they make it fun.
So they contacted me and said they did classes at Gloucester and Cheltenham, which were free of charge, and would be about 12 people in the class, which would strengthen my body core and also my pelvic region. That would help after the treatment, the radio treatment.
I had those first sessions at prehabilitation, had my surgery, recovered, and went back onto chemotherapy again, ready for the next session of surgery, and back into cancer prehabilitation. I thought, oh, great. So as soon as they contacted me, I thought, yeah, I'm going back. I've been going ever since, and that was end of May, early June, whatever, and I'm still going now.
Made me feel wanted and reassured, perhaps more than anybody else, that other people that weren't involved in my treatment at that time were also interested in how I was doing. and say our friendship built once I was able to go to the classes at Cheltenham and Gloucester. We were first name terms, and it was almost like being a member of a family.
Yeah, because that's the one thing about the team, and I'll say the team, they talk to their patients, and so they forge a relationship with you, if you like, in that respect, you know, as their patient. And they do talk to you, and they do all talk to me about what you've been doing this week, Paul, because they know what my occupation is. So they'll speak to me, what have you been doing this week?
And yeah, I just found it very, very useful, and the interaction between the staff and the people attending was wonderful. They kept an eye on everybody that was there, not just as a class.
And it gives you something every week to look forward to. It gives you a focus. It gives you something to aim for, to say, I will be there next week.
Yes, so having concluded the classes at Gloucester and Cheltenham, I'd just like to thank the team. I was at the end of that, I was in a much better physical and mental state than I would have been had I not undertaken these. And I'd like to thank you very much.
Because when you're told you got cancer, it does knock you for six, there's no doubt about that. And going to the prehabilitation and doing these little exercises and everything has made me feel a lot better about myself on the journey I'm on. And if I knew somebody who was going through the same journey that I've been through, and they say, oh, I've got cancer prehabilitation, I would encourage them to attend it. It's really good. I can't speak highly enough of the team. They're brilliant, all of them.
Came in, I was already quite in established labour. I'd made it to 9 centimetres at home. I was trying to push at that point. Unfortunately, Rowan's heartbeat was decelerating after each contraction. So they made the decision that I should have an emergency C-section. And
things were progressing pretty well, waters broke pretty quickly. And then, yeah, we eventually got to a stage where we had to go into theatre because the heartbeat wasn't sort of being fine, the baby was getting distressed.
So we went in for the heel prick test on the Saturday, so day 5. He had a bit of weight loss and he also had jaundice, and then we ended up getting readmitted straight upstairs, which was a bit of a shock because we were thinking we were going home. And we were taken into the maternity ward. And then we knew he was then going to have light therapy, and we had to be put on a feeding plan. But while we were there, we also discovered he had tongue tie.
Amazing as all the midwives and care assistants were, coming in and trying to help me get him to latch. I couldn't really figure, nothing was really working. And then Kerry came along, came into the cubicle, and she was really personable. Made us feel like we were her friends already.
So Kerry came in and she was just a ray of sunshine. She was full of energy, she was so bubbly. It was like having another mum come in, I think is the best way to do it. So she was lovely.
Looking after us like somebody in our family would have hoped for us, and we were lucky to actually have that. You know, if like Becca's mum or my mum, that would be the attention and care that we would get from them, but like the professional guidance, but her package of her being like a really nice human alongside that professional ability to go, okay, let's try this, just try this. That was just really, really, really reassuring.
She not only spoke to me, but she sort of spoke to my husband and really included him, asked him questions about his life and stuff, and made sure he was okay as well with the situation that had happened. And got him involved with supporting me as well, which was really nice. Like everything that happened to me physically, it also sort of happened to him mentally. He had to see me going through it all and that. So it was really nice that she included him, spoke to him and sort of asked him questions about his life as well.
Oh yeah, she was like a shoulder to cry on, you know, she would give us hugs. When every time Theo had to go into the incubator, we would say he's off to Barbados. He's off for his little holidays because he's nice and warm in there. He just had his little eye mask on and he'd be sat in his sun lounger. So it made it just feel a lot more, you know, it was not a fun thing, but it was a lot light-hearted rather than he's going into the incubator and that's it, so.
Yeah, I think having gone through the emergency C-section and not getting the birth that we planned, if I hadn't been able to breastfeed, I think I would have been a lot sadder for a lot longer. Sorry. But having Kerry's help, it just made it not easier to get over, but easier to process. And we're still going 5.5 months now, we're still breastfeeding, so thank you.